Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media presents, and of course, my computer. I love my computer. Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media presents Around the Region. I'm Mark Gregory, your host, trying to turn off this music, and alongside Ryan Garnett, and hopefully Ryan can help me out here. Oh, we got the music off.
That
We're
was
rolling.
probably Edward that did that. And it
Yeah,
wasn't
we're
me.
rolling. We're rolling now, but again, this is Bryant Family Medicine, All Sports Media, Around the Region Talk Show. Again, I'm Mark Gregory alongside Ryan Garnett, and we're just having such a lovely night and been talking for about 3.5 hours over financing and all that good stuff. You know, you got to do some business every now and then, and I'm telling you, folks, the prices are sure going up. I thought eggs was getting high. My goodness, if you'd only know what we were just talking about. So yeah, but we'll keep fighting the good fight. We'll hopefully we can keep this coverage for you. And folks, it takes money, I guess, to keep the wheels rolling. But we'll keep it. We'll try to keep it together as good as we can. But got a good show on for tonight. Kairi Lamb won't be able to join us tonight. She's a little bit under the weather. But again, it's that time of year, and it can't make up its mind from where it wants to be storming or snowing or flooding but God bless all the people who's lost property and just all the destruction in Eastern Kentucky, and just the flood has just been horrific. But hopefully we can get through it as a family and as one. And we're survivors here in Eastern Kentucky. We'll get through it, and all in one, and God will look over to get us through this horrible events around this area, and not just this area, but around the state. But we'll get through it. But that being said, Kairi Lamb won't be able to make it, and I'm gonna let Ryan read off our other four guests there. He's got a little bit better eyes than me. I'll put that back up for him. But go ahead, Ryan.
I gotta click off the banner so I can actually see the fourth one. Well, I thought. Well, me, I keep on hitting the button. But our four guests from Knox County Middle School, about said Central, is the Madison Wilson, Grace Caldwell, Emalyn, Liford, if I said her name right, and Rylee Smith.
And it's going to be a great show with them. And if nobody don't know what went on with the Knox County Middle School cheerleading squad, they won the, if I'm correct with this, the small junior high national championship. I believe that they went down to Florida, took on the nation, and like come out victorious. So shows you what kind of a talented squad that they got. And can't wait to get them on and get to talking to them. But there's Edward, and there's a man that can pull the money out for everybody.
I don't know all about that.
And of course, Edward, I don't know. But just again, we're excited to have them on. And Ryan, I'm gonna play a few of these comments because I can already feel it. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to get these girls on, and hopefully we're going to bring on four tonight, and maybe four on every show if he has room for them. If not, I'm gonna reserve a spot for him on the next Sunday show, so we could. I think Ryan's already pulling these up. You want to read these comments?
Let's take a bunch of names on the first one, and it says, "So excited for some of our national champions to be on here tonight. Thank you all.
Thank you for letting us have them."
Oh yeah, and thank you for the wonderful views that we've got so far. And then the next one is Minnie Smith, and the next one is Russell and Jessica Brown, and then the last one is Jessica Bargo Smith, Nancy Bargo, and Tiffany Mason.
You did all the sharing that you could and all that stuff. Well, how are you doing there, Edward? Are you back with us?
I'm here.
But
With a slight minor headache, but I'm here.
well, all that discussion beforehand would give anybody a headache. But that being said, let's take 30 seconds and thank our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't miss.
Ryan, these comments are coming in so fast. You're going to have to be.
I'm probably gonna be on top of the comments tonight.
Have to be the.
And,
Yeah,
and we just got another comment.
I would absolutely lose all focus of this show trying to read these off. And this is the comments are crazy tonight, and the views are crazy. And thank you for all the views. And we also want to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez, and cannot say enough about them fine folks. And Kairi was telling us tonight that she was feeling a little bit under the weather, so maybe she might need to go pay Bryant Family Medicine a visit. I'm sure they'll hook her up, get her feeling better. I'm sure Bell County would sure like to have her back on the basketball court pretty soon too. So,
I'm pretty sure her head coach would love to have her back too.
yeah, I'm almost for sure about that. And then again, want to thank Heather Martinez. Again, it's that again we just spoke about the flood and the horrific flood that's happening around the area, and I mean maybe talking about homes seems a little. But again, if you're in the market for that, she's definitely the person to go and talk to. And but it's heartbreaking. I know firsthand what I saw Saturday. Taking the Whitley County Middle School boys to Harlan County, we had to turn the bus around. It just the rain, the water, just it was just safety first, folks. You got to get these kids home, and that's all that matters. Safety comes before sports, and turning the bus around was the smartest thing for us to do at the point in time. And just some of the stuff I saw going through Court of Barble, just awful, awful. And I can imagine what some of them people was going through. I mean, I'm seeing pictures on Facebook, folks, where families are blocked in, roads are washed away. I mean, this is not a nice thing that just happened to us.
Yeah, and on Saturday, I had to go to the store to get some stuff before I got flooded in, and I actually passed your bus coming through Bobble, going towards Pineville.
Well, I mean, but God looked over us. We got back to Whitley County safe, and that's all that really mattered. And it just when I got home, I started seeing all the pictures that you saw, and I just thank God that I wasn't having to deal with what some families had to deal with, and we'll lift our prayers up high for all of them tonight, and we'll get through this. We always do. We're tough here at Southeastern Kentucky. We're tough. We'll get through it. Not only here, but there was massive flooding all over the state. It's just a very horrible thing. I even saw some pictures from Edwards area there that looked like downtown Millsboro was hit pretty bad too.
Yeah, I mean the weather did get pretty rough there for a minute, so but it looks like most of it's went down at least in my area right now. So just hopefully everybody else's area had the dramatic drop of water that we did.
Ryan, how did your area get?
Besides behind my house a little bit, it got up, but it did not get into my yard. So that's a good thing.
And welcome to Kentucky weather. We went from rain And then last night, I'm getting woke up with sticks and branches, uh, um, hitting my vehicle and all that. Absolutely, and we've always loved talking to Carrie and
Kyrie.
Kyrie. I mean, I'm having a hard time pronouncing. I'm talking to now. Always had a good, we always have laughs with her and just a super athlete. And Edward, you've seen some of the accomplishments that she has did this year. And last time I checked, I haven't pulled it up in the last couple of days, but she was like right up there to lead the state in rebounding. So she's a rebounding machine. And not only rebound, she's hardcore on defense. She get rough on you. She can get the buck if needs it. Just a all around athlete. And she's pretty good in other sports too.
Absolutely.
I mean,
But
phenomenal volleyball player.
yeah, absolutely. And while we're waiting for all of our guests, we got one on right now. Looks like Rylee is down there, so we'll wait for the other three girls to join her. I'm going to give a special shout out to just some of the photographers, and if I forget one, Edward or Ryan, let me know. Just photographers that has reached out to us and give us a lot of fine photos. We got the Keisha Ambergers, Jonah Deaton, John Dickinson, Scott Powell, Dennis Mills, Tanner Hoskins, Matters Memories. Of course, you, Ryan, Valerie Rutherford. Anybody missing here?
Allison's.
Allison Messer. Allison's gave us a lot of good photos.
Well, I mean, he is a more out of region, but we've had like Josh Deaton, and we've had I think it's Chandra Whitehead, and we've had several that gave us access to them. So,
Well, we're sort of waiting for two. Well, I see them all four. So, Ryan, you want to get them on here or click them on or?
Let's see. Let me start trying to put them on up here.
And folks, just for the record, this is the most guests we've had on at one time. StreamYard says it will hold up to 10. So if we blow up here, it's on only us. But again, let's congratulate these young ladies for the work that they put in and winning a national championship. We've got Gracie Crawford. If I pronounce one of these names wrong, please correct me. Madison Wilson, Rylee Smith, and Emalyn Liford. Am I right? But thank you for coming on and just introduce yourself to our audience and just let us know a little bit about you. I think they're all on mute right now. We got them on mute.
Let's see.
Yeah, their mute button is showing up. Edward, you might want to, if you could reach out to one of them, tell them that they're muted.
I'm trying to unmute it myself.
Well, let's see what we can do here.
Hey, it will not let me unmute it.
Okay, I think I got Madison unmuted.
I can't even hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Now, you're talking to us. Thank you for coming on and thank you for giving us your time. And
Mom, I can't hear anything. Yeah, obviously I can't hear anything.
we can hear you good.
Oh.
But again, for people who don't know, these young ladies was part of the small junior high national championship team, Knox Central Middle School cheer squad. They went down to Florida and just said, "Hey, we're going to beat everybody. Come back to champions." Hopefully, they had a lot of good food down there. But congratulations on the accomplishment. And whoever wants to start out, I'll let you pick. Just tell us a little bit about that experience going to Florida.
It was a crazy feeling.
It was very nerve-wracking and exciting.
Yeah. We all went last year, but it was so different this year.
Yeah.
So how much easier was the return trip down there for you than what it was? Was this your second time going to Florida, or was it other times for you?
Can you repeat that?
Was this first year going to Florida and compete for nationals, or was this your
No.
second trip?
Our
It's our
team went last year. Last year
Okay.
was our first year going.
So was it easier? Did it feel like it was easier for you this year than it was last year?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. But last year we got 5th, and it just made us want it more, I think.
Absolutely. Like so you like marked it on the calendar and said, "We'll be back, folks."
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Okay, and I want to throw these names out here, Ryan, because they deserve a little love too. You know, we got the Knox County Middle School cheer
Yeah.
coaches, Kayla Carmick, J.C. Broughton, Robin Deaton, Kayla Grace, Leddington, Lori Baker, and Madison Wagers. If I've got these correct, again, I'm horrible with names. If I mispronounce one, I'm sorry, but it seems like a really close knit group of girls, and just you know, once you found out Yins was champions, I mean, Yins could each take turns if you want to. How was that feeling when Yins knew that Yins had, reached your ultimate goal?
Well, it was kind of unbelievable whenever we first found out, but it's a very exciting feeling knowing that you're a national champion.
Well, I can honestly tell you without a
Yeah.
shadow of a
It's
doubt.
like,
Go ahead, Madison.
it's like they called second, and we were so in shock, and you can see all of it on our faces, and we're like, oh my gosh.
Is that a feeling is that a feeling you don't think you're ever going to get over?
No.
No.
It's undescribable.
Well, I can tell you a feeling that I'm having a hard time getting over is the views that we're getting now. Shout out to Knox Central. You just brought it tonight. These comments are crazy. The views are crazy. I'm telling you, you young ladies, you just brought a lot of views. Absolutely. But you deserve this attention. Okay, now, I know for a fact I would never be a national champion because I would never be able to do the aerobic part of it, the gym part of it. I know the work that you young ladies have to put in to becoming a national champion. Just let the audience know that ain't familiar with what yins do in competitive cheer. Just let them know what yins do per day to be a national champion.
During the summer, we work out a ton. I think 9 to 12:30 it was usually. And then when school starts, we do 3 to 6 after school every day.
Yeah, and it was just hard work and dedication that we had to have. And we had our choreographer, Cameron Gregory, always come out and help our routine become even better.
Yeah.
Yes, and Hank Light. Yeah.
Hank Light was a big part of our cheer routine being the way it was.
I can just imagine, and you still, with all that work that you put in, you still have to do like this stuff called schoolwork too, right?
Yeah.
So how do you maintain that? I mean, just for the work that you just have to do to be a national champion and still be an everyday student.
Well, it takes a lot of
Let's just say there's
not
nights
sleep.
where we stay up till 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay up really late.
Yeah, IXLs are.
Not for the
Rough.
The folks, they wore me out. Edward Wright, they wore me out just hearing about their practice schedule. So I want to catch a breath. I will let either one of you take over there.
This is what I like to ask everybody that we bring on. What are y'all's favorite restaurant to eat at? We don't have many restaurants here in Bonneville because I'm from Bonneville. What's your favorite restaurant to eat at in Bonneville?
Two Amigos.
Yeah, two amigos.
That's what I eat at every time. And then, during y'all's years of chill or whatever, what's been y'all's favorite competition that y'all been a part of?
Nationals.
Nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably could have guessed that. But Edward,
So, other than the part where you won nationals, what was your favorite part of being up there, being able to compete in nationals?
The other teams. It's such a positive environment with everybody.
Yeah. They're always telling us good luck, and we're always watching them and supporting them. And they're just amazing.
You make so many friends that you just never thought you would.
So, in nationals, how many teams actually get to come up there and compete?
Oh,
It's an
there
unreal
was a lot.
number.
There was a lot this year. UCA regionals, like they let a lot of people have a bid to nationals this year.
mhm. In our division, there's like 18 teams.
Yeah, something like that.
That's
So
a
in
pretty
like,
interesting.
go ahead, Mark.
Edward, I just saw this comment right here by Jamie. Real interesting comment right here. Ryan, you want to read that?
They won first place in every competition in their category this year.
Won first place in every competition in their category this year. The Bluegrass, the state, the region, the nationals. What's next? Worldwide? Go take on Japan and Canada or something like that. They just whooping everybody. But wow, that's impressive.
So
that's
undefeated.
a lot of athletes.
Yeah.
That is
So that's the
where you wear the shirts, refuse to lose. That's where they know second's unacceptable. 4-time state champs. Wow.
Yeah, we had a
Listen,
clean sweep until nationals last year, and I think that's what made us work harder was because losing last year, it wasn't the greatest feeling. So
Yeah. It just made us push more and become greater.
And even the girls from our team that like weren't on there last year, they understood how bad we wanted it and they seen it and it rubbed off on them.
yeah.
so while you was at nationals, how many different like cheers did you have to memorize to be able to go out there and compete?
Just one,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah. Pretty easy.
So in the course of your, just this season, how many different cheers did you have to memorize during competitive cheer?
Well, you have your sideline and your cheer and your routine. So for
Yeah.
the competition, like the routine, you only have to memorize your sideline cheer and your cheer.
Yeah.
Edward, I was told, I'm not going to tell you where I got the info from, but this again, how impressive this run was for these young ladies, was this was the first time that they was competing a new routine in 2.5 minutes. It was like your first routine, first time doing this routine. Am I right?
Hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And still won it.
Well, we didn't win in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was more of our fun routine.
It was
But
for
then
fun.
game
It was
day
for fun.
was the winner.
Yeah, game day was the winner.
But still very impressive.
Yeah.
So I do got to ask about the comment we got that said undefeated. So I just got to get, thoughts on that, just going undefeated.
Yeah.
We really didn't think anything of it at first because, like, last year, like Rylee said, we had a clean sweep up until nationals. And then when you add the nationals on top of it, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, Kayla, when we went into awards, Kayla told us not to have any, go in there with high expectations considering we didn't win the following year.
So I do got to ask you, and I'm sure one of them done already asked you this, but that's a big moment winning nationals when they announced Knox County Middle School. I got to know exactly what went through your heads at that exact moment.
Well, I remember Emma turning around. She's like, somebody pinch me. I'm dreaming.
So,
You can
so did
see.
somebody actually paint your?
I pinch myself.
You can see all of us. We turn around and our faces just drop. Like we're all like,
We was all like in such an emotional state from the time we got off that mat. It was just such a great feeling.
Yeah.
So did y'all have like the big parade around Knox County and everything?
that is
We-
Wednesday.
It's
Ah.
supposed to be Wednesday, but considering the weather, it'll probably get pushed forward.
Yeah, probably.
So if we show, remember me that I'll be the fat old bald guy. Throw me all the chocolate candies and throw all the other peppermints to other people. But I want like the little Hershey bars and stuff.
Yes, we will do what we can do.
You wouldn't ask for much, would you?
Well, I like them little Hershey bars. Little mints are good.
I'll worry about you sometime, Mark. So I heard you talk about like your practices and stuff like that. So I got to ask, just in the sport of cheer, what kind of like hard work and dedication does it take to be able to make it to the levels that you all did?
You have to be
lot.
able to give up like time, your families. If you want to go to events and you have practice that day, you're not going to your event. Like
Yeah.
practice is
There's-
unfortunately more important.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of times where we spend more time with our coaches than our real families, and it's
Yeah.
something we do.
Yeah. You would have to sacrifice a bunch of family events or dinners that you had to go to just to make it up to that.
But at the end, it's like it was really all worth it to be able to hear our name in first.
Yeah.
So I did see a comment also that it says cheer has no off season. So
No.
do you have any type of like rest period, like a week or two, or?
We have dead period, but that's about as much as we get.
And then
Yeah.
1 week off for Christmas break.
Yeah, Christmas break, Kayla would Zoom call us and we would still practice.
Yeah, even if there was snow, she'd make us do workouts over Zoom.
Yeah.
So did they ever make you go out and do your cheers in the snow?
No. That's pneumonia waiting to happen.
But would you do it out in the snow if your coach asked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, just here in the having no dead period, you have just a dead period and a week off for Christmas. So that cuts me out of being any type of cheer person. So I'm gonna be the person sidelines cheering for you. I ain't got that kind of, I can't do all that. But Mark, Ryan,
I've got to say something, and I'm hoping that you to respond with the right answer here. Okay, what are we?
A
A team.
team.
Well, they got it right, so I guess Coach will have to get you. But just hear this out. The days of cheer of rah 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 is gone. These are top notch athletes. These girls work not only at the practice, but I'm sure that most, if not some of these, are still doing gymnastics. They're probably doing dance academies. These girls are working from daylight to dark. Top notch athletes, especially to be able to compete at the levels nationally that they are. It's unreal what they've accomplished, and of course it's been really really good. Is cheer all yous do, or are there any other sports that yous are doing?
I know Maddie does
I
tennis.
do.
I do track.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All I do is cheer.
Emma.
Okay, but of course, we've been known to hit some hard hitting questions here, so. Again, I can't let you leave without really hitting you some really, really hard questions if you're ready for it. Are
Yeah.
you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the hard hitter. I don't think none of you has got driver's license yet, right? Oh yeah. Okay. Who does? Who does?
No,
Okay.
Mila. Go. Mila, I
Okay.
cannot give you that charger. Okay.
So, we'll say whoever's driving the vehicle, they can't help. Okay. So they're all in a van. They're going to a cheer event and this and that. And this is just your cheer squad members only. Okay. Uh, see the vehicle breaks down. Who's going to go out there and try to fix the van?
We Madison.
Definitely not Charlie.
No.
It has to be cheer squad members. It can't be a coach or a teacher. It has to be just cheer squad.
It would probably be Chloe Davidson.
Or Babe.
Yeah.
Chloe Davidson.
So she'd say, "Hand me the wrenches. I'll put this van together."
Yeah.
Okay. So Chloe, hopefully you fix this vehicle for him. Hopefully she's listening. So now you get the van going. You run out of gas. You go to a gas station. Who's paying for the gas?
Me.
Emalyn. Emalyn.
So that's the money getter. We know who to ask for some money. The one thing about Edward is he'll have a pocket full of money, and he still won't give you $1. So
yeah, that's Larbeth and me. We told our sissy at Nationals that we wasn't gonna pay for our food, that we was just gonna eat the mac and cheese balls in our room.
Okay, and then last but not least, you get the van filled up. It's fixed. You're just wore out now. You go back to one of your friends' house. You just want to do maybe some Netflix and chill or something like that. So, and then somebody gets hungry amongst you. Who's going to go in the kitchen and cook dinner for everybody?
Ella.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Definitely Ella.
Ella's mom can make some good cupcakes.
Oh
Yeah, Ella does too.
Yeah.
So would Ella make enough for all of us? Cupcakes
Yes.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She would.
She would make
Big heart.
She'd probably have extra.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one more hard hitting question. I'll let them have you. Okay. I know. I'm sure. I'm not trying to get you into trouble or anything like that. I know there's a lot of work and effort when you went to Florida, but was there anything that you did for fun, or was it just all work down there?
They
we
let
had
us have a
fun.
pool day, and they let us
Yeah,
have
we
a pool day.
did. We did have a pool day.
Oh,
Yeah,
and they gave us a nap. That was good.
We
Oh,
did
they
have a
gave you a
nap.
I had the best nap.
Yeah,
And
you can't
then
beat.
after we won, we went to the parks.
Yeah.
So, well, when you get my age, you go to appreciate naps that much more. So, there's nothing wrong with good on nap. Now, pool day would be different for me. I would just, I don't know. I just let you have at it. That wears me out thinking about it. But great interview, and one of these guys here. I don't know if you've been watching there. Yes, Lori, you're right. That time don't get no better. But what we've been doing each week on our show, we're having our Field of 64 restaurants, and we're having their restaurant versus restaurant challenge. So I'm sure Ryan or Edward, either one's going to be asking you if you'd care to vote for us. So then we can put your vote
Oh,
in with our thing.
we've got some nap pictures.
Maybe we can get them and post them up before the show. Hint,
Emalyn.
hint, hint.
Emalyn had some drool on her shirt after that.
Yeah,
Hint, hint. Maybe Ever can get that picture and post that up for us. Hint, hint. But we've been voting on best restaurants, so I'm sure one of them's going to ask you eventually if you just want to vote on the best restaurant.
I'll let Edward do it, and I'll click on the little things.
All right, so y'all
And I'll
good on voting on
I'll
our
tell
restaurants?
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, if you want to pull up the first one.
Alrighty.
So you got number 6, Joe's Crab Shack versus number 11, Chick-fil-A.
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 What's it?
All right.
Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never
Seafood. Seafood.
I know what it is. I've never ate at it. That just scares me.
It's
thinking about the
a
name of it.
seafood place.
I don't want to eat there. Yeah. So did you get all their votes on that, and Ryan?
Yes, I did.
So you got number 3, Wings and Rings, against number 14, Lee's Famous Recipe.
Lee's famous recipe.
Lee's.
Yeah.
Folks, Lee's
Can't go wrong with the potato wedges.
Lee's might just do what these
Absolutely.
young ladies just said. Lee's might just go all the way. You cannot beat the potato wedges. Best potato wedges in the world. Don't get no better than potato wedges. Mac and cheese, a couple pieces of chicken.
So you got number 7's King Buffet versus number 10, Steak and Shake.
Steak and shake.
Yeah, there we go. You can't go wrong with Steak and Shake.
I knew it would go
Right.
steak and shake.
Too bad. We have to go all the way to London or Richmond to get it.
It's not even in London no more. They got rid of it
No.
in London too.
Yeah, you have to go all the way to Richmond to get it now.
All right, so you got number 2, Philly Connection versus number 15, Bojangles.
Philly Connection.
Jangle.
I did hear a Philly connection in there. Cannot beat Philly cheesesteak, folks.
I've never ate there.
It's good. It's good.
So, Ryan, you got anything else for him?
What was one restaurant that y'all ate at? Did y'all eat at the parks, or did y'all eat somewhere outside of the parks?
Well, we ate Raisin Cane's and Chick-fil-A, but every time we go out as a team, we all vote for Raisin Cane's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Edward,
Cannot beat Raising Cane sauce. And we're going to make Edward a believer out of Raising Canes. But can I tell you all a story when we're on the subject of food? And maybe between you and four, you can educate Edward about this. I know you all spoke to you like a Mexican there in Barville. And we all like Mexican. We all like smothering everything with cheese sauce completely. Edward's he's a hardcore Taco Bell, but he will not eat Mexican.
What?
What?
But why do you educate Edward and show him the way?
Well,
Two
Well,
Amigos is a whole
here,
nother experience.
Two Amigos.
well, here's the
Um,
story behind that. You
Madison
know,
Wilson, you only eat chicken nuggets
Nuggets
at
and
Madison.
Okay.
but the story is I can't really read nothing on the menu, so I don't know what I'm getting.
that's why you read the description under it.
Yeah.
Well, see, then that's very little words, and I can't see half of those.
Or you get chicken nuggets.
Or just
Well,
Chicken, cheese, and
if I'm
rice.
gonna do chicken nuggets, I'm just gonna go to McDonald's.
yeah.
No. No.
Chicken's nuggets are bad.
Rylee.
They're really greasy.
But I do got two final questions for you. So, other than winning nationals this year, what was like your favorite cheer competition that you got to compete in?
Stay.
Nationals.
Other than nationals, Ryle.
Oh, stay.
Yeah.
So, just cheer as a whole. This can go all the way back to when you first started cheering, all the way up to winning nationals. But through the entire time that you cheered, what has been your favorite all-time cheering memory that you have?
I'd say last year definitely the bus ride back to the resort.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bus rides are a whole.
Yeah, we listened to music all the way back to the hotel to cheer us up from losing.
We'll just say Aunt JC's a great supporter.
Rylee.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I do think Mark kind of just like disappeared on us or something.
Yeah.
Started talking about food, and he had to run and go get some.
My computer just completely froze up. So I just that computer will officially be buried in the yard after tonight. It's been giving me problems for about 2 weeks now. So time to say goodbye to the old computer.
But I do want to thank you first off for taking your time to come on, and from everything that I've seen and everything I've heard, y'all are absolutely killing it. And first off, congratulations on winning nationals, and hopefully we can get down there and get to watch and have your parade around through Knox County.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ryan,
Thank
you
you.
have anything else, Ryan?
No, I should say congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, throw me the chocolate candies, the candy bars, or I'll take some of them little boxes of Nerds or some of the Sour Patch Kid ones. Either or, just all like the peppermints and stuff. Throw them at Ryan and Edward. I don't want them peppermints, but I do want the chocolates and the Nerds. But no, but on a serious note, you just put the work in. You just had a mission. You accomplished that goal. You absolutely just killed it. You deserve all the attention that we as media can give you. That was something special that you all did down there. And trust me, this is memories that you're going to have for the rest of your life, especially when you want to go and you reach that goal and you come back as national champions. You're national champions. You're going to forever have that as a national champion. Now I guess for the ones who, if you do it next year, you got another go. Go down there and win it again, and just keep this going, going, and going, and going. And we also know, but we learn from Jens as we go about competitive cheer. It's not rah 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 now. You've got to be very athletic. Kids work harder, as hard as any other athlete out there, and you deserve the attention. And hopefully, we can start getting enough manpower that we can start going to your events, start covering yous, because you deserve the attention just as well as anybody else. And just keep on keeping on. You made a lot of people in this area very proud. And if I was you, I'd just forever have a smile on my face. And what you said was something special. That's something you should be very proud of. But again, thank you for coming on. Love the interview. You just had a lot of kicks and giggles tonight. You just get it, and hopefully we can get you on very soon. All right, did we get them all? There we go. Just awesome job that them young ladies did, and right there, the graph speaks for itself. The small junior high national champions, Knox Central Middle School, and you know, I don't know how we get that graph off. Can you? There we go. But the work that them girls put in, I mean, as far as I know of, folks, Ryan or Edward, I don't know if anyone. I don't think I've ever won a championship in anything I did. I might have won like a Monopoly championship or something like that, but you know, like in all the little league and middle school and stuff that I played sports in, I don't think. And just to know that you put the work in for one go, and you reach that goal, it's just I can just imagine what feeling that these girls have right now.
I mean, I don't even know if I could imagine, because I never won no national championship in anything. I don't even think I won it in a video game. But you know, that's real life experience, and the work that they put in, from the way, you know, just the work that they talked about that they had to put in, you know, it's speechless, and you know, that's just straight up dedication and hard work right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Ryan, did you ever win any championships? I know you was a pretty good tennis guy back in your day. Did you win any championships back then?
No, I didn't, but I did play middle school basketball. We did win our county tournament, and then I played middle school football as well, and we won our conference tournament. But that's the only championships I've won. Nothing compared to state level.
No, and big shout out to the Knox Central folks. And I'm sure Edward and Ryan will put the numbers together. But if this ain't the best show we've ever did, I'd like to know one we did better as far as comments and views. And this is absolutely going to maybe shatter a record. So,
I've got the numbers for everybody. On Edward's page alone, it is 1.3K views. On mine, it's
1,300 views on Edward's page.
Yeah, and then on mine, it's 166.
Not counting what they pull the views on their Knox Central page, and yeah, this is really blown up. And but you know, these girls deserve this attention, and they put in the work. It's not rah 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 rah. Let's go. These girls work and to do what they do, and more work that I would be willing to put in at that age. And they're very, very locked in on their ultimate goal. Even like one of the young ladies spoke, you know, it was disappointing for them last year finishing fifth. And it's like it set a fire in them. Like, we're going to go down there and we're just going to win the whole thing next year. And they did it. And that just has to be just, you know, if I did something like that, my head would be about this big around. You know, I know how I feel when somebody picks a number 2 graphic up here. Just imagine winning a national championship. And just hats off to them. Absolutely hats off to them.
Well, you talking about the work that they have to put in. You know, I heard them each one say that not only do they have, you know, their practices, their competitions, and you know, everything that they have to do for cheer, but they also have gymnastics and everything like that to be able to do what they do in cheer. So, I mean, that's a lot of hard work, dedication. And I think I might have even heard, you know, that they only get like maybe a week or 2 off the entire year for like Christmas break, and then the dead period, and then they're right back at it. So I mean, they're constantly training, competing, getting ready.
I guess they move up to the high school level. And I don't know exactly. I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew how that worked. I guess a lot of them younger eighth grade girls, they will move on to the high school level. I don't know if that's the same type competition. I don't know if this is their, as the eighth graders, are sort of their last hurrah for the middle school, but I'm sure they've got a really, really good nucleus coming up, and four-time state champion speaks for itself. So it's just we talk about powerhouses. There's a powerhouse in one right there, and it takes a lot of work to be able to do it year in, year out, year in, year out, year in, year out. They do it every year. So just congratulations to them, and keep up the fine work, and hopefully we can get four other girls on here really, really shortly. Love the interview. Right? Are we ready to do our part of our voting?
Yes, and I will tell everybody we will not know the results for the Facebook post that I put up. It's been a little crazy day for me today. So it'll be closed at 10 o'clock tonight. So people still have time to vote. They will close at 10 o'clock. But I'll go ahead and click on the first one for us.
I go Chick-fil-A 1,000 times. I mean, I've never ate Joe's Crab Shack, but just the name itself sort of scares me.
Well, I'm not a fan of neither one, to be honest with you. But if I have to go with one, it's going to be Chick-fil-A.
And that's what I went as well.
So is Chick-fil-A running away with that so far?
Yeah, it's 7-0 so far, not count the Facebook posts.
Without question, and this is no insult to wings and rings, but Lee's famous recipe all day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lee's famous recipe just for their tater wedges.
That's what I went with as well. Well, okay. There it is.
Yeah, I know them young ladies. I believe every one of them, maybe three, say Steak and Shake. Come on now. I know where Everett's voting, but I know where my vote's going. King Buffet 4 times on Sunday.
Steak and Shake.
That's what I went as well with Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake's running away.
You can't go wrong with a steak bugle.
You can't go wrong with that all-you-can-eat buffet.
And then the last one here for us.
Philly's connection.
Listen, you can't go wrong with Bojangles biscuits and chicken.
That's what I went with as well because of that.
And them seasoned fries. Can't forget about the seasoned fries.
Oh, yes.
That chicken's too, I don't know, just too spicy, just too Cajun. Yeah. So who's leading in all of them right now?
As of the moment, Chick-fil-A and Lee's is both up 7-0. Steak and Shake is up 6-1, and Bojangles is up 5-2. That's not counting the Facebook posts.
But we've had a good time with that for sure, and we got about 5 minutes here before we call the show here, and great views. Again, a big shout out to our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine, Heather Martinez Realty. Thank you for what you do for us. And like I said, we were sort of discussing the economics about the business before this show. And I think that's the reason why Edward's got a headache, because I'm getting one too. And but we'll keep on doing our best. We'll keep on trying to put the best product we can out for young's. But it just there's always another side to it too. And but we get the fun part of it to be able to cover these athletes, and like the four young ladies that we had on tonight, and we feed off of that energy, and we feed off the viewers and the comments, and this is definitely a show for our ages also. Um, Ryan or Edward, educate me on this. I think we're down to our last regular season, our last week of the regular season in basketball. So give us our. And I'm not asking for predictions, but maybe give us a surprise team in boys basketball and girls basketball, and maybe a team that you knew that was going to be there that maybe somebody wasn't. Man, well, not was it? That'd be your surprise team. But then a team that you knew that was going to be there, and everybody else sort of knew it.
Hey, go ahead, Edwards. I'm gonna have to think a minute.
No, I am too now.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give you mine. As far as my surprise teams, um, you know, we knew going into the season that the Bell County boys team was going to be good, but I mean, can't we also say, and we know what kind of a great coaching staff that they've got, that they're better than what we thought that they would be going into the season, and especially statewide, how they're competing, plus how that they are, uh, even the polls are starting to pick up on them. They're getting love all the way across the state. A lot of statewide people starting to notice that little Bill County team there. Hey, these boys can play. And we also, when you think of Bell County, of course you think football, but then here you go. But then a team, you know, I like North. I mean, we sort of figured that North would be good, and they've been solid from day one, and still playing pretty solid ball. But the boys, the whole boys deal is wide open, and there's so many teams. Clay County looks good, South Florida looks good, Corbin looks good, Pineville looks good. Uh, Harlan County, all thing they did is state runner-ups last year. And there's a lot of really really good talent there, and even on the boys and girls side, it's both. Uh, I don't see no runaways this year. I mean, I'm sure, but you both agree with me. On the girls' side, I feared North would be good, and they proved me right. North's really good, and probably a surprise team. And they won me over a long time ago, and I love the coach down there, and they were those who I'm heading toward here. I think Harlan County is a unit, that's they're gonna be the real deal. If not this year, for many years to come. I just there's something about that team that will catch your eye.
Yeah, and I'll go
I
ahead.
have to.
Oh, you may go ahead.
I
Edward.
was just going to go ahead. I was just going to say I agree.
My surprise team, until somebody in the regional tournament beats them, I think Harlan County's that team, but I wouldn't take away from nobody else in the region on boys' side, because there's 8 teams that can go to the regional tournament that can beat you on any given night.
Right.
But my surprise team, that if I was a district winner, that I would not want to see as a region runner-up or district runner-up, would be probably either Corbin or Whitley County. I think both of them could beat anybody on a given night. And then on the girls' side, I think it's North Law, and just like I said with Harlan County, until they get beat in that regional tournament, I think it's theirs. But you have to look at it. South, North, and then Knox Central is all right there. It's 1A, B, and C that can win it, I believe. But who knows on that arena floor how it can go.
I agree with you, and I'm not going to pick any team that you all said, because got to be a little bit different. But if I was a region winner, I wouldn't want to see Pineville or Knox Central be the team that I have to get playing firsthand either, because I've watched both of those teams firsthand. Both of them teams are phenomenal. But like you said, any team that's going to be making it to the region can beat any team at any given night. It's just depending on how the ball's falling for you and how you're, and plus I know we got the flu and stuff going around right now. So just depends on how healthy each team is going to be coming there. And everybody, Harlan County, I mean, like Mark said, the only thing they done last year was just made it to the state championship game. I mean, so, and they're looking to repeat. So until you can beat them at the region tournament, they're going to be the big dog for a minute. And then when it goes girls, we expected, North to be good, but I think they've even shocked people on how good they've been this season. And then, again, like Mark said, you have to look at that Harlan County team, because if not this year, they're loaded with 7th, 8th, and freshmen. I mean, they've got years to come, and they've got a phenomenal coach. So, I mean, you got to be keep an eye on them, and just the way that they play and the way they get coached up, they'll catch your eye.
But we can all agree, and we always have our disagreements. More in basketball, probably do in any sport. But and it seems like we say this every year. It's just the closest from top to bottom to 8 teams that go to the region from top to bottom as it's been. I mean, when you look at the district winners and the district runner-up, the matchups, the possible matchups, we don't know how any of that play out yet. But are they going to be heavy favorites?
No, but
the only thing I think is there'll just be a lot of haymakers through.
Yes, it's going. All these games are going to come down to the wire, and it's going to be a really, really great atmosphere at the arena this year. And Bell County being the host school, they're going to do a great job putting it together, and it's going to be fun. It always is each year, and again, we get the fun part of it. But that being said,
I'm gonna say this before you close, still, and I'm trying to get the logo to pop up if I can get it to pull up on my computer fast enough. That tournament, there's like 10 teams I think that can make it to the regional tournament that could possibly be good enough and not make it there.
It's really hard about counting anybody this year. I mean, arguably,
there it is. No, I'll show that in just a second.
Yeah, arguably it. I mean, you could put up a reasonable argument for any team to make in the region to maybe win in state. I mean, I'm telling you that Clay County team down there is really, really good, folks. And of course, we know about Harlan County. And then, you switch the gears a little bit on the girls' side. Harlan might grab it, reach out there and like, hey, don't forget us. They can play ball. Knox Central. Don't leave them out when it comes to Whitley County has proved that they can play with whoever. And, of course, the Corbins and the South. I mean, we can keep going. Pineville can get in there and win some games. I'm just, it's wide open to both boys and girls. That's going to be a very rough pick'em for whoever decides to want to pick them games.
Yeah, we had a comment, and I don't know why it did not show, but it shows on my phone, and it does not on the hill. Robert Daniel commented and said, shout out to all the guys that have worked hard around the clock to monitor flooding and first responders that worked hard to help get people stranded.
Amen.
Absolute. Shout out to all the first responders out there.
Amen. We've all seen the pictures and just, Prayers lifted very high for all the families going through that. But Ryan, I will let you be man at first, and then it will let Ever be man of number 2, and then I'll be like guy of number 3 or something like that.
Yeah, I am actually in charge, or actually semi-help in charge of the Facebook page, and I'm sure everybody has seen it for a glance. But this is the logo for this year's 13th region tournament. If you have not followed the 13th region page, go follow it. There'll be scores from every night of the 13th region tournament on there. I will be the one posting them. So just go on and like it and everything, trying to get the word out. I told the principal and AD and everybody that I would spread the word. And what best way to do it on a night like this when you have 50-some people watching us tonight? And then I have my quote, and I'll end it. I'll keep my mouth shut after this. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln.
Can't
So,
go wrong falling asleep.
so with me, talking about Knox County, first off, again, I've shared the graphic, I've posted the graphic, I've made the graphic, but you can't say it enough. First off, congratulations to Knox County Middle School again for winning, the national championships up there. I mean, that's an accomplishment that they'll forever remember. But, again, tune in to see what happens on Wednesday. And, Monday, I'm back in work mode, so you never know where you're going to see me. But I'm going to leave you with something very short and very sweet. Be happy, but never satisfied. Bruce Lee.
Can't go wrong with Bruce. I did have a good inspirational quote, but my computer died. I had to go to the backup option number 2. But I think we would all 3 agree that the Knox Central Middle School, the cheer squad, has been enough inspiration for all of us to show that maybe some of these gals or guys can from these small towns can go and nationally compete and say, hey, we can do it down here too in southeastern Kentucky and bring the hardware home. And that's inspiration enough for me. And just a big shout out to them. And hopefully we get the 4 more on next week, and just sort of psyched for it, and just to be able to hear their sides of it too. And if one of us goes to the parade, if I'm not able to make it, somebody catch me some candy or something. But that being said, from all of us from the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, good night and God bless. And prayers goes out to southeastern Kentucky and the whole state. Prayers lifted up for families who have lost property or maybe even lost a loved one. We'll pray, we'll get through it, and as one, God will uplift us all, and this stuff will dry out.